Aries, welcome to your general reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. My name is Angela and this video is going to be for the Aries singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the second half of November. I hope all is well with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get right into the reading. Aries, let's see what's coming in for the second half of November. I hope that this message finds you guys well and in good spirits. Let's get into it. Holy Spirit, show me the messages that you have for the Aries for the second half of November. Remember, Aries, that this can go vice versa, right? That's the unsaid rule of tarot, that the messages, a general message can go vice versa, and there might be some things here that might resonate with you and some things that don't. What doesn't resonate with you, don't worry about that. Leave that for somebody else because it could be a part of their story. And take the rest. Leave the rest and take what's yours of the story. And feel free to check the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So this video is going to be for you if you have Aries in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or you are a cross watcher for Aries. Or you might have Aries very heavily in your houses. So let's get into it. Aries. I feel that some of you Aries might be rebelling against love right now for one reason or another. You might be feeling rebellious toward love at this time. You might be realizing right now, Aries, that you are the best thing that really ever happened to you and that you don't necessarily need love or companionship to make you complete or whole. I do feel that maybe you could definitely benefit from some type of yoga, meditation, or some type of grounding or centering in your life. Maybe you're going through a lot of scattered thoughts. Right, and there's going to be some things here, Aries, that may be time to let go of, or you're coming to terms with that and saying, yeah, there's some things here that I may let go of, or you're saying it's time to let go. It could be of a person, a job, a situation, something having to do with past trauma. Some of you Aries may be feeling a bit uncertain about your decision making. You may be asking an expert for help. I do feel that there could be a project or a person or a particular idea that maybe you put on the back burner for a while, Aries, and you might be going back to reach for that, right, and to focus on that. With regard to health, I feel that there could have been someone here, a relationship that was ailing. Something here definitely came to an end. I see a death here. This could be literal. Someone in your family or someone close to you could have passed away. This could even be literal. There may be something here that you may be laying to rest. Because again, we were saying it's time to let go, right? You're coming to terms with some things that maybe you are laying to rest. Some of you Aries could have issues here with your back. You could be having headaches. You could be having a lot of pains in your body. If this isn't literal pain in your body or some type of surgery, then I feel that it is emotional pain. You might be going to get some labs drawn, some of you guys, and you could be put on a lot of medications, or maybe some of you are, I don't know, medicating, self-medicating in some way, possibly for some of you Aries. Well, let's get into this, okay? The overall energy of your reading, Aries, is intimacy. So I feel that there was someone in your life that you once dealt with where there was this sense of intimacy and closeness. Something fell off between the two of you, obviously, because this is a singles reading. What crosses the situation is wholeness, transformation, creativity. There's something here that you would like to create, Aries, but like I said, you're pushing it away, putting it on the back burner. Like I said in the beginning, you're rebelling. Like I said in the beginning, you're rebelling against love. This intimacy thing may be a bit uncomfortable for you. Let's get into it. You're suppressing your feelings, Aries, is what I'm feeling. Suppressing your feelings with regard to a certain individual. You might be feeling alone at this time. But like I said, in that aloneness, you may be realizing that you really are complete and whole and that you don't need necessarily companionship to bring about a sense of wholeness. I do feel that moving forward through the month of November, I would even venture to say even into December, you might be choosing your words carefully because there is someone here that you may want to communicate with. You could be in indulging a lot, right? The holidays are coming up. And yeah, and I do feel that there's divine favor guiding you, and I feel that there could be a situation here with a Taurus that could be where time is of the essence. I feel that this is a very emotional time for you. Emotions are at their peak, especially if you lost someone, and if you did, my heart goes out to you, Aries. I feel that a Gemini could be significant, Gemini and Taurus. All right. Something about this intimacy that you're rebelling against. Some of you could definitely be concerned about your reputation. Scorpio. See, Pluto, I believe that's Scorpio, right? I could be wrong. I see Leo. Your outlook may be changing on things. You may be healing from certain things and finding a way to surrender some type of subconscious fears. Stepping into the light of awareness with certain things, you might notice that your ears are ringing as well, Aries. Let's get into this. Let's see what's going on. What has you feeling so alone and afraid of intimacy and rebelling against love? Maybe it has something to do with you feeling hurt in the past. I see a community of people around you. We could have onlookers. I see a mother and child, so this could have definitely been your baby's mother. This Queen of Cups here could be a, excuse me, a Cancer in particular. You may be thinking of someone with Cancer in their chart. I'm hearing Cancer rising possibly. I see a family environment here that kind of fell apart. Kind of fell on hard times. Had some rainy days here. Because of this guy. This type of deceptive behavior. A hustler, a con man. Maybe you feel that you got hustled or conned out of your love. Maybe you feel taken for granted in some way, Aries. Perhaps your cross-watcher may feel this way. This would definitely be someone from your past. You may have a deep history with this person and a connection here that is hard to explain to other people. Because other people may see you as someone that needs to let go of the past, Aries. But if you were to try to explain this to other people, you would feel that they wouldn't get it. This connection that you have with this individual is something that you might wish from time to time that you could surgically remove from your mind. And it may have something to do with a Sagittarius. We did mention mother and child. Your mother may be a Sagittarius. Your baby's mother could be a Sagittarius. Someone is significant in your life. It could even be someone as simple as a coworker that could be a Sag. Doesn't have to be. We did mention Gemini. They are opposite signs. Maybe you feel like you are, like you and this individual are like night and day. You guys are completely different. Opposites attract though. But what I'm seeing is that you may have stopped speaking to someone. And maybe there is some type of regret about that. About some type of lie. About something that may have gotten out of hand. Someone in your situation, Aries, may have gotten completely fed up and tired of this. It could be this Taurus individual here that is looking for some type of clarity or truth. And because they didn't get that from someone in this scenario, whether it was you or the cross-watcher not offering up this truth and this clarity, someone decided to walk. They decided to leave the connection because they summed it up to themselves. It was completely obvious to them that someone here was rebelling against a relationship. Somebody wasn't serious about this thing. Too busy juggling. Having multiple people involved on the side, to the point that, yeah, you just said, I'm walking away from this. I'm cutting my losses and I'm leaving. You feel that you made the right decision, Aries. But looking back, something has you feeling confused. What are you feeling confused about? You might be feeling a bit reluctant to be honest or to come forth with someone or to reach out and communicate with this individual. Maybe for fear that things are just going to go all wrong here. Oh my gosh. You may have told yourself that you would never give this person a second chance. Or you may be feeling this in your thought bubble, saying that if I approach this is why you're feeling reluctant. Because you're saying they're not going to hear me out. They're not going to give me another chance to botch up their life again. I don't know, Aries. That might be how you're feeling about this Gemini. Like I said, Taurus. I see a Taurus individual and a Gemini individual. And here you are in the upright at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful, Aries. Well, let's see what this is about. I want to get some more details. You walked away. Okay, but there was a breakup, but there's some type of regret. What is the regret about? Regret that you lost this person. Regret that they cut the ties here with you. Why? You might regret something that you said in an argument. You may feel like something here was completely out of hand and unnecessary. Okay, and there may have been a betrayal here that may have happened in the past. And yeah, someone here still hasn't gotten over that betrayal. Someone here hasn't kind of closed the chapter here with a situation, with an episode that happened between the two of you guys in the past, possibly between you and the Sagittarius or this Virgo individual here. You may want to bring the friendliness back into a circumstance between you and this individual. Whatever happened with some type of miscommunication, it's not sitting comfortable with you. Not at all. Yeah. You might be feeling quite emotional about something. Regretting something that you said right out in the heat of the moment, in the heat of some type of anger. You may have let something slip. And you can't take it back now. The words have left your mouth, and now the consequences have to be made. And maybe now something has you feeling like, I don't really think I see a future. I don't think I see much coming out of this situation anymore. Not with the way that things were left. You may be a bit afraid a bit reluctant to open up emotionally, to open up that can of worms again, because you're saying, for what? That's over. Right, that situation has come and gone. That ship has sailed with this Gemini individual that maybe you feel is to blame in part for the situation. So no longer on speaking terms. You guys cut off all communication altogether, and you're saying, this is my final decision. I'm not going to talk to this individual anymore. This could be what you're thinking in your own thought bubble, Aries. You may want to reach out and communicate, but you're saying they're not going to want to hear what I have to say. Someone here was lying, and someone here saw through the lie very quickly. And rather than reacting emotionally, they may have reacted very logically around this deceptive person, this hustler, this liar, this storyteller here. So I see that after someone may have left the scene, they had some type of regret, and they do want to start over with you. It looks like there is some type of friendly offer, some type of olive branch being extended here. And someone here may want to return. But their motives may not exactly be pure here. I see a person here with possibly water and earth in their chart. Cancer. Scorpio. I didn't see Pisces yet, but it doesn't mean Pisces. Oh, yes, I do. I see the moon. This is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that you're significant, but I hear Cancer the loudest. All right, so there may have been 3 people involved in this scenario, and someone found that that's what the lie was about. This is what the betrayal was about. For some of you, there was an issue here with a third party, and somebody had the audacity to think that they could pull the wool over your eyes. But I feel that you knew it all along. You were suspicious of it, and you found out the truth. There is still love here that you have for this individual, because the truth be told, Aries, you haven't moved on from them. You can't stop thinking about them. Their face is permanently plastered on your brain. So maybe you feel that honesty now is the best policy. You're ready to possibly come forward and be honest with this individual. Maybe you felt that someone here would give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you kind of pushed away your intuition because maybe you were feeling a bit confused about this connection. Your intuition may have told you this is the one for you. This is the person that was made for you. Someone here got tired of the cheating, the lies, the deception. And they said, I'm not moving forward with this situation any longer. Because it's too rocky, it's too risky, it's too shaky. Maybe someone here was greedy. You may have deemed someone here as being greedy and selfish. All about themselves. And yeah, that's why it brings you to this place of saying, I'm not sure that I want to open up emotionally because of what I went through. But I see a situation here where you're losing ground, you're losing hope. So the situation appears to be hopeless and in a state of disrepair. Because like I said, somebody was not ready for this. Knowing that there's a soulmate connection here, but choosing, like I said, to turn a blind eye to it. Because maybe you may have felt that they made some selfish decisions here. That you made the sacrifices in this connection, and maybe you feel that when it was time for you to receive, you came up short. The lies got on your nerves, the immaturity, what you feel might be an immaturity here, could have gotten on your nerves, and you just felt that something here didn't have the potential here to be successful in the long term, in the long run. You cut your losses, you let this go, and you moved on. Bottom line though, Aries, is you're looking back. Saying maybe I could have handled the situation differently. Maybe it really didn't have to end that way. Did I really have to say that? Did I really have to put my foot in my mouth that way? So, needless to say, you guys are giving each other the silent treatment. Let's see how they're feeling about you. Aries cross watcher for the second half of November. Could be a Leo. Definite Leo vibes here. Aries, you may have Leo in your chart. Could definitely be a double fire sign. You could have been dealing with a Leo. Someone here is trying to find it within themselves, the wherewithal to be honest and come clean. Or this is what your cross watcher is saying. Can you find it within yourself to be honest? Come on, I see through the lies and the shenanigans. You can't get one over on me. Too bright for that. They knew. They knew someone here was greedy, someone here was shady, double dealing, had someone on the other side, and that's why they broke it off. It may have been why you broke it off, cross watcher. Because you're saying someone here needs rest. Because someone here could be recovering from surgery. It could be a cross watcher recovering from surgery, or someone here is having some type of setback with their health, possibly. Your cross watcher could be. Situation is something that just was not working out between the two of you, says your cross watcher. They're saying this isn't working out. But at the same time, I didn't want the situation to end, but you're questioning whether or not this person really was going to change anyway. You doubted it. You doubt they were really going to change. This person is probably the same way when you met them, which was very discouraging for you, which is why you decided to focus on yourself, to put yourself first and to focus on your own particular goals. Yeah, your cross watcher could be a business owner. They could be waiting for something. We're going to see what this is for, what this is about. Probably waiting to hear from you. Waiting to see what you're going to do. Okay? Somebody walked away. Yes. Okay, so this could have been your mother. Like I said, a baby's mother even. Your wife. An ex-wife. A co-worker. This would be quite odd for this being a work situation, but that's just my 2 cents. Ignore that. If that happens to be the situation. I see a Capricorn, Aries, you come up in the reverse on their side. When in your reading, you came up in the upright. What's that about? All right. here we go with Virgo. And then at the bottom we have this Cancer. Of course, let me clarify, yes, of course it could be a Pisces or Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio. Scorpio is definitely here, but I hear Cancer, like I said, the loudest. Nothing right now is going on between the two of you. They've heard absolutely nothing from you, and this is why they're waiting. They were waiting for commitment. And this is someone here that is waiting, possibly even right now, waiting, feeling like the situation is worth it. Not just, ready to, capitalize on whatever opportunity comes in. This person is waiting for someone, the right type of situation. Because I feel that your cross-watcher may want commitment. They want something long-term. They want a family. They wanted it with you once upon a time. Or this was a friend that was like family. Someone here that you had over for the holidays. Someone here that you had more than small talk with. Okay, your cross-watcher could be traveling. They could be traveling for work. I don't know why I'm hearing traveling salesman, but I do see a community of people. Your cross-watcher may be unhappy with the fact that they feel that they wasted their time, that they feel that maybe you're a time waster. And yeah, they may be, okay. Cross-watcher, you may be headed their direction to maybe give your side of the story. See someone humbly apologizing, or this is what you're waiting for, a cross-watcher, for them to apologize. You want some type of sincerity here. Or there could be someone here that may have fallen on hard times and they need some type of money or finances. They may see you as someone here that can help them or supply that need. Because you've always been able to. You've always had your things together. Cross-watcher. They see you as someone who's stable, that doesn't necessarily need another person. And yeah, you found out that they were dealing with somebody else, that there was a third party when the two of you were supposedly supposed to be committed. Truth is, yeah, they do think about you from time to time. And they may be waiting to hear from you because of the things that played out between the two of you that was unfair. They may indeed be waiting for a family. Someone here could be expecting a child. They may be waiting for some type of repayment here. They may be holding on to you, or your cross-watcher could actually be going through some type of financial difficulty of their own. Someone here could be living paycheck to paycheck. But anyway, someone here definitely walked away from you, Aries. They're saying, I walked away. I let this go. Sagittarius may have walked away from you. Sag definitely wants to come back, and here is the Pisces. Yeah, because there was 3 people here. So I said, I'm done. I see the truth. And someone here feels that you made a complete mess of the situation. This could be literal. Could have been a mess made. Somebody didn't clean it up. Someone feels that they're always cleaning up your messes, whether they are literal or figurative. And I see that there could be a Virgo or a Capricorn coming back from the past that may have been a bit shallow and selfish in the past and may have left you for a fire sign. Alright, Aries, maybe you're worried. You're worried about what everybody is going to say. Okay, you might be worried about naysayers because other people could be saying, no, don't go back to that fool. Don't do that thing again. Okay, or don't apologize. You might be fearing the worst in a situation because of some type of argument. Some things that were said that were very passive-aggressive. And you might be ignoring your intuition because you don't want to look like a fool and you don't want everything to kind of blow up in your face. And yeah, there is some resentment here. There's some resentment here because someone was behaving recklessly. Somebody could have been driving recklessly as well. And that could have been where someone had maybe had some type of injury. Somebody could have been drunk driving. Somebody could have been drinking too much. Somebody here has addictions. Someone here is not wanting to face their emotions. They're just saying that their emotions are very deep for you. They just don't want to go to the depths of that emotion for you right now. But that could have been the case in the past with an argument. And somebody is saying that offer, that I extended to you before, it's null and void. I'm rescinding that offer. It's no longer on the table with this Queen of Pentacles here. Because somebody said I will not in any way partake of a third party or any of the foolery or the frustration and the fighting. And somebody's saying it's just not worth it. It's not worth my time if you can't do what's right. So there could be a situation here where there's a blockage of some type. But I also see a situation here where someone here is worried about what everybody else is saying. Everyone else's opinion, what everyone else thinks. Could be people heckling you. Aries, you may be feeling heckled by people. This could be how your cross watcher is feeling, always watched under some type of scrutiny or microscope. But either way, I feel that there could be some type of delay with regard to travel because someone's vehicle could be out of commission at this time, or someone just doesn't have a way to reach you or to travel to you. You could be at some type of distance here where it would require some type of road trip or for somebody to power up their vehicle and, drive to you. But either way, or maybe they want to show off their car, who knows. But yeah, Aries, you may be feeling restless. There may be a situation here where you may be having some headaches, some feelings of insecurity or inferiority somewhere in your life. Because maybe there's a need for some type of financial assistance. For some of you, you may be reaching out to your mother or your child's mother for some type of help. Someone here may have fallen on hard times and no longer has a home, and someone here is wanting to return home. Or sees you as home. In other words, they see you as comfort. They see love that the two of you used to share, and they miss that. This Taurus individual, this Gemini individual, this Aries individual, other than yourself, or this could be how you're feeling, Aries. I feel that part of you wants to share your creative side with regard to your work situation here. Some of you may not feel that you get paid enough on your job, or you feel like you put in a lot of work and it's thankless, like you don't get any type of thanks or appreciation for what it is that you do. You might be feeling alone because maybe you might be different from everybody else. That could be why everyone else is heckling you. Or you may feel this way. You might be feeling just a bit vulnerable. You might be feeling a bit discouraged in your life because maybe something that you've wanted just isn't happening. It isn't taking shape. Spirit, this is why you came up in the upright in your reading. Because Spirit is encouraging you, Aries, to be confident in your power. And this may have something to do with your work situation or in some place in your life. I do feel that fulfillment and rejuvenation is coming in for you. Some of you may feel this need or urge to travel, or maybe to kind of get out of this place of loneliness and go out there and maybe meet some people, mingle. So, for those of you, Aries, that are completely done with this situation and you would like to see what else is out there for you, you would like to see what other possibilities are out there, let's see what's coming in for you. Aries single, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the second half of November. There could definitely be someone out there for you. But for some of you, Aries, I strongly believe that that is the past individual that we just saw in those cards. The gossip. I feel that that might have something to do with a work environment. People are going to run their mouths anyway. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, Aries. Yeah. So this has something to do with the workplace, possibly. For some of you, there could have been a third party at work. Some of you could definitely be running into someone at work that you might feel is... somebody here may catch your eye, but you might not be sure that... Okay, well, maybe. You're not sure at first glance if you're on the same page, right? Because that brings us back to the overall energy of the reading. Intimacy, closeness, rebelling against that. Well, here's your Sag. Your Sagittarius wants to show up front and center and the upright along with you, Aries. So here's a Leo, possibly. Does not have to be a Leo. Who is a Gemini? I believe this is your Gemini. Past person is still present in your reading where you're saying, I'm not thinking about you, I'm moving forward. Well, their energy pops up anyway. But let's move past that. Let's see. Yeah, that would definitely be your Gemini. So I was on the right track here. Confirmation of that. Okay, some of you could maybe be deciding to make a firm decision to ghost someone and let them go. But it's telling me somebody is resurfacing, and it could definitely be an Aquarius. I don't know. Some of you could be facing some type of job loss. Some of you could have gotten fired from your job. This wasn't supposed to be about job, because that's going to be a separate video, Aries. Stay tuned for your work video. But let's see. You might be running into somebody while you're out. Okay. After some type of mishap with someone from your past. I see someone coming to see you. And I see that someone is very curious about you. Someone here may see your hurt and your pain. They may definitely recognize that. They may share some type of painful story from along with you. It could have something to do with their own childhood as well. But you might come off a bit pompous or arrogant, or someone here may misread you, Aries. That may be why they don't know how to approach you. Okay, they may be intimidated by you in some way, maybe. Yeah, you might be ignoring them. I don't know, Aries. It looks like you do want a commitment. It's something that you do think about, but you're waiting for it. And probably when you least expect it here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower, something does come in for you. Okay? There could be an Aquarius that comes in to give you some type of an offer here. And it looks like the offer is sincere. But maybe you feel that it's not up to par for you, and you may be deciding to kind of give that person the cold shoulder and maybe ignore them. But either way, I see someone interested in you. Maybe asking you out, maybe wanting to communicate with you and strike up a conversation. But yeah, it looks like you're reluctant to do so, Aries, for some of you. The opportunity is there on the table for you, Aries. There's definitely this past individual that wants to, their lingering energy is definitely still there. Though you may decide to leave them behind. Like I said, you have a hard time, you have a hard time not thinking about this person. That may be something we talked about, laying something to rest. If it's not literal, then it's figurative. You wish that you could lay this to rest. This fixation on this individual, but it's like, I wish I knew how. All right. Yeah. So possible outcome is yes. There's definitely been a separation. And yes, you are trying to clear your energy of this individual. You're definitely freeing yourself from this. You're saying intimacy and closeness and being too close to someone is just too uncomfortable. I don't know if I can handle that right now. I don't know if that's something that I'm open to, is what I'm getting, Aries. Okay, there could be some big difference between the two of you. It could be anything. It could be religion. It could be financial status. I mean, something here that is a big deal for some of you. Could be a different race, possibly. Okay. Someone here has issues here with sobriety. Of course, codependency doesn't have to be to chemical substances, though it very well could be. They could be addicted to drama, side relationships, overworking, overeating, overanalyzing, whatever it is. Or this was just a codependent relationship where someone held on for dear life because they didn't want to be alone. And maybe you're coming to realize, like I said in the beginning, that you are enough, you are whole, you are the best thing that ever happened to you. And so right now, yeah, Aries, maybe you're trying to heal from the past and move forward and love yourself and put yourself first. And you're saying, I will stay optimistic about love, but right now, I don't know. That's what I really want. So you are trusting in the universe, and you are choosing to have faith and love coming in one day. But again, this individual that you have this chemistry with, this inexplicable love and draw to, oh yeah, they're on your mind. It is what it is, right, Aries? So, let's move on to the advice for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Embrace change is what Spirit is saying. By surrendering to complete healing. It says, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Right? So this is a mind, body, spirit thing. It's not just some type of healing that's just on the surface. There's a lot of layers here beneath the surface that may need some attention, especially with regard to your inner child, Aries. I feel that that may be the strongest area in your life that may need to be healed. Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So again, we're talking about meditation, yoga, getting grounded, so that you can clearly hear your intuition. There might be a lot of chatter going on in your head. Like I said, a lot of scattered thinking. It's time to think clearly and make some choices here for your life that you feel that are worthy of your time. And at the bottom of the deck, Aries, surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so that you may approach the situation more calmly. So this is what you're doing right now, possibly. The frustration is definitely there, possibly for both of you. Frustration is there for multiple reasons. You miss each other, but you don't want to communicate. Someone here doesn't want to be the first one to kind of break the ice. Because it's like someone is saying, I don't want to break the ice because that means I'm weaker. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how someone sees the situation. They don't want to be the first one to do it. That could be where the frustration is, but the frustration is also here because of the past. Because you guys love each other so much, but you just were not able to find a way to make it work. Desperately want to be together, but pride and communication issues are getting in the way, causing a damper here. Maybe with silence and getting grounded, you may be able to hear your intuition and figure out a way to broach this situation to make it a bit more easy, okay, and to solve some type of dilemma in here to put you, make you feel empowered about your future. Because this individual, like I said, they've left a big impact on your life. As much as you tried to move on, they're there. Their energy is there. Still trying to release it to this day, Aries. So, Aries, this concludes your general reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. I am not accepting personal readings at this time. I am getting emails making requests for personal readings, but I am not offering them right now. I will definitely be putting it out there when I am, and I will be, anyway, I'll be putting it out there when I decide to go back to doing personals. But for right now, I'm not accepting personal readings at this time. Take good care, Aries. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below. Hit the thumbs up button if you found that it resonated. And consider subscribing if you already haven't. I will see you guys again in another video. Take good care, Aries. Bye for now.